Hello, you beautiful people. Today, we are raw. You're getting raw AJ. I have been having a rough few weeks, and today is release day. I could not find anything in me to get a video out. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to get real. We're going to talk about real stuff, what probably all of us go through, but a lot of us keep hidden inside because why would anybody want to talk about it out loud? It makes you feel vulnerable. It makes you feel like you're being a problem to somebody else. It makes you feel like you're too much. So we're going to talk about it. As you can tell, we're kind of just jumping into it today. I decided we're not going to do a whole intro thing, any of that. We're just going to start it. We'll start off. I'll tell you a little bit about me that you may or may not know from getting to know me over the past few years, from Rick the Jerk, if you follow him, or Midwest Magic, if you follow Mac. Because Mac has mentioned me, Rick has mentioned me, or if you have spoken with me in Rick's Discord, you've probably heard a few of these things. Some of them you might not have. So I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of who I am and talk about some things that I deal with. Some things I'm going through right now, some things that maybe one of you might be going through as well. Something I've been holding in for a couple years that I haven't really publicly spoken about, but my husband kind of let something out in one of his videos the other day without discussing with me first. And I feel like I might need to address it before questions get brought up. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Let's start with, you all know me as AJ. I go by AJ because I've always, my entire life, this is going to sound so dumb. My entire life, I have wanted to have the nickname AJ. I don't know why. It sounded like a cool little nickname, like a badass nickname. And so I always wanted AJ as my nickname. Nobody ever gave me the nickname AJ throughout my entire life. So, ever. In fact, my nickname my entire life has been JoJo or Joe. My name is Amy. It is so very nice to meet you all. So when Rick, my husband, Rick the Jerk, if you don't follow him, he has a YouTube. I'll do this. I'll post a thing there. He does handyman stuff and he helps people. He and I were going over names for everybody because I did not want our real names out there. And I said, oh, I want to be AJ. Call me AJ. So I took advantage of the fact that I had never been given that nickname and I wanted that nickname. So I became AJ. It's so dumb. Anyways, so yes, my name is Amy. So very nice to meet you all. I enjoy being comfortable. I spent so many years of my life having to wear things that made me feel uncomfortable. I want to spend the rest of my life in comfort. So a little bit more about me. I love comfort. I love being creative. I am a very creative person. However, I don't think my creativeness is creative, if that makes sense. I look at things that I create and I'm like, wow, that looks like garbage. But then other people will be like, oh, that's beautiful. And I just don't see it. I have a whole project that I did that everybody, like, it even made the news and everybody's like, wow, this is amazing. And I'm like, I see so many flaws. But I do have a part of me that does see the amazingness in the work, but at the same time, I see my flaws. So I have that inability to see perfect in myself, I guess, or creative. I don't know, the same fire that everybody else sees in me, I guess. I am a mother of 3 children that I have birthed. They are 9, 8, and 3, going to be 4 in a couple months. They are the most amazing little human beings in the world. They are intelligent and moody and mouthy and hilarious. So hilarious. Oh, so hilarious. Some of you have seen pieces of them in Rick's videos. That's just a glimmer of our craziness. I have so many stories. I have contemplated just setting up cameras to record the craziness to show them when they're older, because it's just insane. And not to include the insanity that happens with the animals. We have a kitten that one of Rick's people had at her daycare, and he brought her home, and she likes to hardcore parkour throughout the house, and she hardcore parkours on top of the other animals, and they don't know how to react. So it sets off this like insane zoomy of all the animals going crazy, and then the kids go crazy, and it's just maddening. So I used to have a nonprofit with my husband and some other people in the community. We helped people who were in active addiction or suffering homelessness, or domestic violence situations. We would help the addicts get into treatment centers. We would help them get into recovery meetings. We would help the victims of DV get into safe shelters. We helped in so many ways. With the homelessness, I created this bag. I called them go bags, and the bags were full of essentials, and we would hand those out. It just had basic necessities that they would need. We would also give the go bags to anybody who was headed to treatment. It would have anything that they would need inside treatment in case they didn't have it. And it also contained like a journal that they could write in, and it had our cards. So whenever they got out, that they could contact us whenever they came home. Did a lot for a brief time in the community. Sat on a few big boards within the community. And then things got a little bit too much, and my husband went through some things, and it kind of rocked our whole family. But we got through it. We're still here doing the thing. I live with a few different medical conditions. I live with a condition called we're gonna HS. I don't know how to say the medical words. So hidradenitis, something with an S. Basically what it is a skin condition where my skin gets these flares, and they're very hurty. Very hurty. And I have stage 4. At one time, I was on a couple different medications that did put me in remission. And then I had to stop those medications because as I was on those medications, it decided that it was going to pull out a new autoimmune disease. And I lost a lot of my hair. I got very, very sick, and it was bad. So on top of the HS, I also live with Hashimoto's disease, which is a form of hypothyroidism. It is where my thyroid doesn't work the way that it should. My thyroid hates me, essentially. So my body doesn't break down food the way that it's supposed to. And my thyroid levels kind of do this. And if you know anything about your thyroid, it is a butterfly in your throat. That's what it looks like. It looks like a butterfly. And mine, over the past, I was diagnosed in like 2019. In the past few years, it has kind of just not really looked so much like a butterfly as much. It looks weird. Like, I have gotten to the point where I've asked them, can you just take it out and I'll just be on medication the rest of my life? Because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all of it. I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of just feeling like crap all the time. Unfortunately, we don't get to make decisions on what stays in our body and what gets to go, because we don't get that choice. Yeah, doesn't make sense to me either. So I still have my thyroid, and I'm just on medication and doing checkups on it. Along with that, they've diagnosed me with fibromyalgia, but I've been tested for lupus, and there's something going on with my brain, and I have some stuff with my endometrial system, and that's what my husband dropped in his video. So in a few weeks, it's March. So in a few weeks, I have a pre-op for a surgery I was supposed to have last year. I was supposed to have a surgery in January last year, but the week before my surgery, my doctor had a stroke. And so, of course, the surgery got canceled, and they thought he was going to come back. Well, they ended up realizing that he needed to take time off longer than what they expected. So we were trying to find a different doctor that I could go to, but because of the surgery that I need to have, because it is an extensive surgery, I have to go to a specialist. And so we were trying Chicago, Louisville, Kentucky, St. Louis, Springfield, all these different places. And finally, after months of trying to find doctors that would even touch my body, 3 doctors all at the same time said, we'll take a look at it. And they were in Chicago, Champaign, and Springfield. I can't remember the last one. Unfortunately, the same time I got the call that all 3 of these doctors said that they would take a look at my tests and see about potentially doing my surgery, we lost medical coverage. So everything halted. So I didn't know what to do. I had already turned down the treatment option because when I was given the option, I was told I could either start a treatment program or do the surgery. And in my brain, do the surgery, remove everything, because take it all out. That makes the most sense to me. And so that's what we were doing. Well, since I had to wait so long for a doctor to even look, and then I lost medical coverage, so much time had passed. Like, I had just been sitting there for months. And so at this point, I had already been told that at my position at my job, I would have medical coverage through them. So I said, okay, we'll just stick it out. I'm going to get medical coverage through work. It'll be okay. That medical coverage never came. I kept having more and more trouble. And around Thanksgiving, I started noticing a few different signs that something was wrong. But at this point, I'd just been kind of blowing everything off. But then around Christmas came, and I had probably my biggest sign. Something was wrong. And I told Rick, I need medical coverage now. At this point, we had already been searching for private pay because He needed his medication. He's bipolar. He has his own health issues. And guys, living with somebody who's bipolar is hard, especially when they're not on medication. So life has been hard. But then, like, this on top of it was really hard. Because I was scared. Not for me. I was scared for my kids. I was scared for my husband. I was scared for my brothers and my sisters, my nieces and my nephews. So, anyways, sorry, I told you. I warned you guys raw. It's coffee today. So, during a surprise Christmas, New Year's break that work did not tell us we were getting, or they probably did, and I didn't pay attention. Honestly, I was so busy all the time. It was so hard to keep track of anything. I made the decision that I needed to step away from my job. And it hurt. It hurt so bad because I did have tenants that I really do care a lot about. And I had just lost one. He had just passed away. It just, knowing that I was losing my income, knowing the reason why I was stepping away, knowing that I was leaving my tenants, it was a hard decision. But I knew I had to because my body was telling me I had to. I made the decision, and when we came back from New Year's, I spoke with my upper management team and I told them, I'm sorry, I haven't told you guys, but here's what's going on. I have to leave today. In order for me to get medical coverage as soon as possible, I have to leave today. They completely understood, and they allowed me to stay logged in for a few weeks so that I could wrap things up. When I called one of my coworkers, I realized how awful some people are. Because the first thing out of their mouth was, well, this sucks for me. And I was like, wow, like, okay. I'm sorry, me losing my income and having to have a surgery sucks for you. Sorry. But anyways, I digress. Anyways, any hoodles. Like, I'm good. I know there were some tears. I apologize. But I'm good. I know once I have this surgery, things are going to change. I think my hardest part of this surgery is that I feel like a big part of me is going to be taken away. And I don't know, maybe another woman out there might be able to understand what I'm trying to explain. Because when I tried to explain this to my husband, he didn't quite understand what I was trying to say. When I had my tubes removed after having baby Larry, I felt like a part of me was gone. I'm having a full hysterectomy, and there's a part of me that is scared that I'm going to lose a part of me. The part of me that makes me feel like a woman. I don't know if that's a normal feeling or if I'm just crazy. I don't know. I've been struggling with that. I've been struggling with the fact that I don't want any more children. I'm blessed by getting 3. I never in my life thought I would ever have 1. And I got 3. 3 beautiful, beautiful babies. But I don't want any more. It's not the fact that I'll never be a mother again. It's part of me is going to be gone. I don't know how to explain it. I wish I knew. On top of that, I live with mental health things. I apologize. My husband is a nitpicky a-hole. I I don't even think he watches my videos, so I can like say all the things I want and he will never know. But he pointed out how much I say things and I pause and he like nitpicks everything I do and I don't think about it, and now I question everything I do because of him and his nitpickiness, and I realize just,
Oh, hiya, folks. I'm Rick the Jerk, AJ's husband here. I snuck this into the video when she wasn't looking because I thought it'd be kind of funny, but what she was struggling to find the words to get out there was saying that, and I realized that he was right. I have too. I've seen every one of her videos, but one of them so far. Thank you very much. Back to Escaping Shadows. Isn't she cute? I love her.
part of my mental health life is I have BPD, which is borderline personality disorder. I also live with severe depressive disorder. I also live with severe anxiety disorder, social and antisocial anxiety. I don't remember what the other one is, along with PTSD and ADHD. In real time. In real time. You can't edit that. No, I'm an idiot. with my BPD. If you don't know what BPD is, it is very, very similar to bipolar disorder, but not quite. So with BPD, borderline personality disorder, I love with my everything, and then I don't. But then I don't want it to leave. But I also don't want it near me. But then I don't want it to leave. I also have a really bad thing where I feel like absolutely everybody hates me. That is my worst side effect of my BPD. I feel like everybody in the world hates me. And when I get that, when my BPD is like, oh, they hate you, they're talking crap about you, just, you're stupid, you're an idiot, the world hates you, that triggers my depressive disorder. And so it just feeds it. And then I start just feeling the darkness and feeling the darkness, and the darkness just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until I can't get out. Makes you feel like you're stuck. I haven't been in the darkness. The things that I've been feeling lately is lost. Since quitting my job, I feel like I have no purpose. I feel like a problem. I thought that by starting my channel, it was going to help me have that purpose, help me help others, because that I love that. I love being able to help other people. Nothing has really given me a sense of purpose. And I feel like I don't really belong right now. I feel lost. I've been blaming it a lot on the weather, because you can't really see it, but we've been getting so much rain. Floor is flooded. It's been bad. And it's not like winter weather. We had tornadoes a couple weeks ago. And I'm blaming it on just all the negative things in the world right now, because every time you open anything, the news, social media, it's just devastating things. So there's just constant negativity and it's just like weighing on me. But that doesn't feed my purpose. It makes me want that, like, how can I help when I know that there's nothing I can do to help? I know I'll be fine because I always am. It's just, I always do this thing where I can feel when things are getting ready to change, when I'm getting ready to hit a dark time. When that's coming, I always set a time limit. If I know it's a bad one and I know that I need to be there for a little bit, Amy, you have 2 days. 2 days where you can sit in this darkness. And then after that, you need to get your ass out of it. If you can't do it by yourself, ask for help. Amy, you have a day today. You have just today to sit in this. Take the time that you need today. Sit in it, lay in bed, cry it out, sleep it out. But tomorrow morning, you're going to wake up, you're going to shower, you're going to get your clothes on, get those shoes on, and take the day back. When you put a timeline on it, you're forcing yourself to get out of it. But sometimes those timelines don't always help because your brain is just like, no, screw that timeline. Like, you're going to sit here for a bit. That's when I go, hey, Rick, I can't get out of this one. I need help. I need you to hug me. I need you to hold me. I need you to talk me through this one. I see it when he's getting into his too. And I tell him, hey, pick your time. You get to sit in it this long. If you can't do it, let's get out. I also, when I can see that he's having a bad time or a day, we haven't done this in a while because anymore he just has a lot of bad days. I will ask him, what's one good thing that happened today? Because again, no matter how crappy a day is, you can always find just one good thing that has happened. Even if it's just, hey, it actually didn't rain today. I'm looking out the window. It did not rain today. That's pretty good because I think for the next week it's supposed to rain again. But hey, it didn't rain today. Sorry, I know this was like an unhinged, kind of all over the place mess. I'm sorry. I've been trying for 2 weeks now to figure out what I was going to do for you guys. And every time I thought I had an idea, I couldn't. I want to get back on the timeline, but I'm going to be honest, that last timeline one kind of messed with me a little bit. I didn't think it was going to as bad as it did. I honestly thought I could get through it better than I did, and I couldn't. So I'm still trying to work through that. It was definitely harder than I expected. I even told my mom not to even watch it because, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't want my mom to hear what he did. I did want to leave you guys with this. So if you're a part of the Jerk Squad and you're a part of the Discord, I had posted a while back a video of one of my absolute favorite artists. His name is Medium Build. He is truly amazing. And if you ever get the chance to listen to him, if you don't know who he is, please do it. But I want to read you the lyrics to one of his songs that every time I hear it, I feel it in my bones. If you know what I mean, that like you feel it. This is a song that I feel in my everything, and I wish so much I could just meet this boy and hold him so tight and tell him thank you so much for this song. So anyways, this song is called Balance. Always been a hider, push it deep inside. I can play it so cool, but there's a storm raging in my mind. Open up the window, ushering the life. I've been in the dark for so long now, everything feels too bright. Guess I'm trying to find the balance between the things I want and the things I need. Between who I was and who I'm trying to be. I guess I'm trying to find the balance in me. Open up to someone. Tell them why you're sad. Tell them why trying hurts so bad. Hurts so damn bad. Guess I'm trying to find the balance between the things I want and the things I need. Between who I was and who I'm trying to be. I guess I'm trying to find the balance between the things I cure and the things I grow. I get way too high, but I'm coming down so low. I guess I'm trying to find the balance in me. Oh, I guess I'm trying to find the balance in me. With that, I think I've kept you here long enough and you've seen just a whole bunch of crazy, all over the place madness. And I apologize, but thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being you. All right. Don't ever forget you're amazing. You're gorgeous. And the world needs you. All right. Love you. Bye.